Hello everyone, welcome back to channel US Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we will talk about the current USCIS processing times of I-130 application for 2024.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel US Immigration. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we will talk about the current USCIS processing times of I-130 applications for 2024. In 2024, processing times for Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative, continue to vary based on factors like petitioner status, relationship type, and USCIS Service Center. Understanding these timelines is crucial for families awaiting reunification, as delays can affect immigration plans. This video provides an overview of the current I-130 processing times and tips for managing the wait. If you are interested in this, so to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Processing times for family-based immigration petitions at US field offices. The following table outlines the estimated processing times for various family-based immigration petitions filed with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. These timelines reflect how long it typically takes to process petitions at all USCIS field offices. It's important to note that processing times can vary depending on the specific field office, changes in immigration policy, and overall workload at USCIS. Key insights and considerations. U.S. citizens filing for siblings petitions for siblings of U.S. citizens have some of the longest wait times, with most cases taking between 9 and 15 years to complete. This is due to the high demand and lower visa allocation for this category. U.S. citizens filing for married sons or daughters processing times for married sons or daughters are slightly shorter, typically ranging from just under 8 years to nearly 11 years, depending on the backlog and individual circumstances. Permanent residents filing for unmarried adult children, this category also faces significant delays, with processing times averaging between 8 and 13 years. Due to limited visa availability, applicants often experience long waits before they can move forward with their applications. U.S. citizens filing for unmarried adult children. For U.S. citizens, filing for unmarried adult children tends to have slightly shorter processing times, averaging 8 to 10 years. Immediate relatives of U.S. citizens. Immediate relatives, including spouses, parents, and children under 21, benefit from faster processing times since there are no annual visa caps. However, processing can still take between 5 to 6.5 years, depending on USCIS workloads and field office availability. Permanent residents filing for spouses or minor children, while slightly longer than immediate relative cases, permanent residents filing for their spouses or children under 21 can expect processing times ranging from 6 to almost 8 years. All service centers. Processing times for family-based immigration petitions can vary significantly based on the type of case and the petitioner's status, such as whether they are a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident. The following breakdown provides insights into the average time it takes for different types of petitions to be completed across all service centers. U.S. citizen filing for a brother or sister, these cases tend to have the longest processing times. 80% of these petitions are completed within 157.5 months, or roughly 13 years, while 100% can take even longer. U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter, the processing time for these petitions is also extensive. On average, 80% of cases are processed within 139.5 months, or just under 12 years. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, these cases are generally processed faster than those involving U.S. citizens filing for married children. On average, 80% of these petitions are completed within 78 months, or approximately 6.5 years. U.S. citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, for these petitions, 80% of cases are processed within 107 months, or nearly 9 years. U.S. citizen filing for a spouse, parent, or child under 21, this category has the shortest processing times. 80% of cases are completed within 15.5 months, with 100% being processed within 23 months. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21, processing times for these petitions are generally longer than those for U.S. citizens, with 80% of cases completed within 40 months. These timelines highlight the complexities and long waits many families face during the immigration process. California Service Center. Processing times for family-based immigration petitions at the California Service Center can vary depending on the type of case and the relationship between the petitioner and the beneficiary. Here is an overview of the average completion times for different types of family petitions at this service center. A citizen filing for a brother or sister, this category generally has the longest processing times. About 80% of these petitions are processed within 152.5 months or approximately 12.7 years, while 100% of cases may take even longer. The U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter petitions in this category also experience long wait times. On average, 80% of cases are completed within 129.5 months, or roughly 10.8 years. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, processing times for these petitions are shorter compared to cases involving married children of U.S. citizens. Around 80% of petitions are completed within 90 months or 7.5 years. A citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, these petitions see a processing time of 109.5 months or approximately 9.1 years for 80% of cases, with completion taking longer in some instances. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21. These petitions have shorter processing times compared to those for unmarried children over 21. On average, 80% of these cases are completed within 52 months or just over 4 years, which is still a significant waiting period for families seeking reunification. These timelines reflect the complexities and challenges of family reunification through the immigration process, with some categories facing lengthy delays depending on the petitioner's status and the type of relationship involved. Families should prepare for extended wait times, particularly in cases involving siblings or married children. National Benefits Center. The National Benefits Center processes family-based immigration petitions, and processing times can vary depending on the type of petition and the relationship between the petitioner and the beneficiary. Below is a breakdown of the average processing times for different family-based petitions at NBC. A citizen filing for a brother or sister petitions in this category typically face moderate wait times compared to other service centers. Around 80% of cases are completed within 57 months, approximately 4.75 years, while all cases are processed within 59.5 months, just under 5 years. A citizen filing for a married son or daughter, these petitions generally take longer, with 80% of cases being processed within 55.5 months, about 4.6 years. However, 100% of cases can take up to 82 months, nearly 7 years, indicating variability in processing times. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, processing for these petitions is relatively fast compared to other family categories. 80% of cases are completed within 52 months, just over 4 years, with 100% finished within 56 months, just under 5 years. U.S. citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, this category has similar processing times to those involving permanent residents. 80% of petitions are processed within 54 months, while 100% of cases are completed within 57.5 months, about 4.8 years. U.S. citizen filing for a spouse, parent, or child under 21, these petitions are typically processed more quickly. 80% are completed within 46 months, just under 4 years, while all cases are done within 55 months, about 4.6 years. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21, these petitions take slightly longer. 80% are completed within 54 months, 4.5 years, with all cases processed within 56.5 months, just under 5 years. Processing times at the NBC are generally shorter compared to other service centers, making it a preferred location for family-based immigration cases. However, all applicants should be prepared for potential delays, particularly in categories involving married children and siblings. Nebraska Service Center. At the Nebraska Service Center, processing times for family-based immigration petitions vary based on the petitioner's status and the type of relationship with the beneficiary. Below is an overview of the average processing times for different family-based petitions. A citizen filing for a brother or sister, this category experiences relatively shorter wait times compared to other service centers. 100% of cases are processed within 46 months, just under 4 years. making this one of the faster timelines for sibling petitions. U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter, the processing time for this category is slightly longer. 100% of petitions are completed within 53 months, approximately 4.4 years, a significant wait time but faster than many other service centers. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, these petitions see 100% of cases completed within 51.5 months, about 4.3 years, offering a slightly faster timeline than those filed by U.S. citizens for married children. U.S. citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, this category is processed relatively quickly, with all cases being completed within 51 months, just over 4 years, making it one of the faster processing times for adult children of U.S. citizens. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21, this category sees some of the shortest wait times at the Nebraska Service Center, with 100% of cases completed within 39 months, just over 3 years, reflecting the priority given to immediate family members. The Nebraska Service Center stands out for its relatively shorter processing times, particularly for siblings and spouses or children under 21. Families seeking reunification through these petitions may face shorter waits compared to other service centers. However, applicants should still prepare for the inherent complexities and potential delays in the immigration process. Potomac Service Center. The Potomac Service Center handles family-based immigration petitions, and processing times can vary depending on the case type and the relationship between the petitioner and the beneficiary. Below is a summary of the average completion times for different types of family-based petitions at this service center. U.S. citizen filing for a brother or sister petitions in this category take a moderate amount of time compared to other service centers. Around 80% of cases are completed within 49.5 months, approximately 4.1 years, while 100% are processed within 53 months, just over 4.4 years. U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter, processing times for these petitions are similar to sibling petitions. 80% of cases are completed within 53 months, about 4.4 years, which also represents the full processing time for all cases. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, this category is processed relatively quickly. 80% of cases are completed within 50 months, just over 4 years, and 100% within 51.5 months, approximately 4.3 years. U.S. citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, processing times for this category are slightly longer, with 80% of cases completed within 51.5 months, about 4.3 years. All cases are processed within the same time frame, making this one of the more consistent categories. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21, this category has one of the shortest wait times at the Potomac Service Center. Around 80% of these cases are processed within 38.5 months, just over 3 years, while 100% of cases are completed within 39 months. Overall, the Potomac Service Center offers relatively stable processing times across different family-based petitions, particularly for cases involving immediate family members like spouses or children under 21. Although some categories face longer waits, the center's consistent timelines provide families with a clear understanding of what to expect during the petition process. Texas Service Center. The Texas Service Center processes various family-based immigration petitions, and the processing times can vary significantly based on the type of petition filed. Here's an overview of the average completion times for different family-based petitions at this service center. U.S. citizen filing for a brother or sister, this category typically has moderate processing times. Approximately 80% of cases are completed within 54.5 months, about 4.5 years. However, the full completion for all cases can extend beyond this average. U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter, this category experiences the longest wait times among the petitions. 80% of these petitions are completed within 130 months, approximately 10.8 years, highlighting significant delays in processing for married children of U.S. citizens. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, the processing times for these petitions are on par with those for siblings. About 80% of cases are completed within 54.5 months, approximately 4.5 years, making it a lengthy wait for families in this situation. U.S. citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, this category has a slightly shorter timeline, with 80% of cases completed within 52.5 months, around 4.4 years. This indicates a relatively faster processing time for unmarried adult children. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21, this category has the shortest processing time at the Texas Service Center. Around 80% of these cases are completed within 46 months, about 3.8 years, reflecting a more expedited process for immediate family members. Overall, while the Texas Service Center offers some quicker processing times for immediate relatives like spouses and children under 21, it also faces significant delays in categories involving married children or siblings. Families should be prepared for varying wait times based on their specific petition types and should stay informed throughout the application process. Vermont Service Center. The Vermont Service Center handles family-based immigration petitions, and the processing times can vary significantly based on the type of petition. Below is an overview of the average completion times for different family-based petitions at this service center. U.S. citizen filing for a brother or sister petitions in this category typically experience long processing times. Approximately 80% of these cases are completed within 116.5 months, about 9.7 years. This extended wait highlights the backlog and challenges faced in processing sibling petitions. U.S. citizen filing for a married son or daughter, this category shows similar delays, with 80% of cases completed within 130.5 months, around 10.9 years. The prolonged wait reflects the complexities and volume of applications in this category. Permanent resident filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older, processing times for these petitions are comparatively shorter, with 80% completed within 75.5 months, approximately 6.3 years. This time frame, while still lengthy, is notably faster than those for siblings and married children. U.S. citizen filing for an unmarried son or daughter 21 or older petitions in this category are processed at a similar pace, with 80% of cases completed within 80 months, about 6.7 years. This indicates a slightly more expedited process compared to those filed by permanent residents. Permanent resident filing for a spouse or child under 21, this category has the shortest processing time at the Vermont Service Center. Approximately 80% of these cases are completed within 38 months, around 3.2 years, reflecting a priority for immediate family members. Overall, while the Vermont Service Center offers expedited processing times for immediate relatives like spouses and children under 21, it also faces significant delays for sibling and married child petitions. Families applying through this service center should be aware of the varying wait times based on their specific case type and stay informed throughout the process to manage their expectations effectively. While 2024 I-130 processing times may vary, staying informed and checking your case status can help manage expectations. Though delays are possible, being prepared can make the immigration journey smoother for you and your loved ones. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Processing times for family-based immigration petitions at the USCIS field offices can vary significantly based on the type of petition and the status of the petitioner. Generally, the timelines reflect the complexity and high demand associated with the different family relationships. For US citizens filing for siblings, the wait times are particularly lengthy, typically ranging from 9 to 15 years. This prolonged timeline is the result of high demand and limited visa allocations in this category. Similarly, petitions for married sons or daughters of US citizens take between 8 to 11 years to process. Permanent residents filing for unmarried adult children also face significant delays, with processing times averaging between 8 and 13 years. On the other hand, US citizens filing for unmarried adult children generally experience shorter waits, with processing times averaging 8 to 10 years. Immediate relatives of US citizens, which include spouses, parents, and children under 21, enjoy faster processing times as there are no annual visa caps for these categories. However, even these cases can take anywhere from 5 to 6.5 years, influenced by USCIS workloads. For permanent residents filing for spouses or minor children, the processing times range from 6 to 8 years, which is still considerable. When examining processing times across all service centers, US citizens filing for siblings continue to have the longest waits, with 80% of these cases completed within about 13 years. In contrast, cases involving US citizens filing for spouses, parents, or children under 21 are the fastest, with 80% processed within about 15.5 months. At the California Service Center, similar trends are observed. The processing times for siblings remain lengthy, with 80% of cases taking around 12.7 years. In contrast, permanent residents filing for spouses or children under 21 typically see processing times of around 4 years. The National Benefits Center offers comparatively shorter processing times for family-based petitions. For example, US citizens filing for siblings may expect around 4.75 years. For 80% of the cases, spouses and immediate family members see even quicker processing, averaging just under 4 years. The Nebraska Service Center stands out for its relatively swift processing times, especially for immediate relatives. Here, 100% of cases for spouses and children under 21 are processed within approximately 39 months, indicating a more expedited timeline for family reunification. At the Potomac Service Center, the processing time for various petitions are also moderate, with 80% of cases for siblings taking around 4.1 years. This center is noted for its consistency across different family-based petitions. Finally, the Texas Service Center presents a mixed picture. While it offers relatively quick processing for spouses and minor children at about 3.8 years, US citizens filing for married sons or daughters face longer waits, with 80% of cases taking nearly 11 years. In summary, family-based immigration petitions at USCIS face a complex landscape of processing times heavily influenced by petitioner status and relationship with the beneficiary. Families should be prepared for extended wait times, particularly in categories involving siblings and married children, and should stay informed about potential delays in their specific cases.